All right. You know what time it is. Thank you for joining part 2 of the doctor's office with your favorite doctor. Your fave. The head doctor. Part 2 is for dogs only. 18 plus. Listener discretion is advised. Man session coming up in just a moment. Get you in to see your head doctor in just a minute and get your checkup, fellas, just for the boys. Also, your 5-day weather report to give you an idea of what you can expect for your area. Go follow me on Twitter at head_doctor_ or call me at 641-715-3900 extension 58448. You can also take the A-list artist poll on Twitter each week by going to follow my Twitter page at head_doctor_. If you're just joining the show, you've joined part 2, episode 113. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, 18 plus listener discretion is advised. You're moments away from going in to see your head doctor. First, a quick commercial break, then your weather. So again, go follow me on Twitter at head_doctor_. And boys, get ready. In just a moment, you'll be going in to see your head doctor, and you don't want to miss it. But up next, a quick commercial, then your 5-day weather report in your area. Thank you for choosing your 5-day weather report, brought to you by the head doctor via weather.com. This week, your 5-day weather report starts out with the north, who has nice temperatures. Places like Erie, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, my favorite, New York, your highs average in the upper 70s and your lows for the week average in the 60s. However, rain and thunderstorms expected to usher in by Sunday and hang around until Monday for the north at a 40% chance of rain for you guys. Then you can expect partly cloudy skies for the remainder of the week with your humidity at 49% and light winds at moderate winds at times at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For the south, Wilmington, North Carolina, Fayetteville, Charleston, South Carolina, the rain is not expected to let up on you guys for the week. In the south, under partly cloudy and cloudy skies for the remainder of the week, and your humidity is sticky. It's going to be muggy for the south with humidity up to 99%. Your chances for rain is at 67% for the entire week. You guys will definitely need your umbrellas with your highs in the upper 80s and your lows in the 70s. Light winds at times for you guys in the south at 5 to 6 miles per hour. It's expected to be wet and muggy for the south for the remainder of the week. And the west, your 5-day forecast ahead looks good. Your highs for the week remain in the upper 80s and your lows average in the 60s. Sunny and partly sunny skies over the weekend. However, by Monday, for you guys in the west, you will start to see cloudy skies usher in with a 10% chance of rain. Humidity is up actually in the west at 65% with low winds at times for you guys gushing in at a mere 6 to 8 miles per hour. The Midwest, Louisville, Kentucky, what's up? Jeffersonville, Indiana, thunderstorms throughout the weekend into Monday at an 80% chance of you guys being soaked out this weekend. You remain under partly cloudy skies until Tuesday, and then the sun gives way to partly sunny skies for you guys by Tuesday. Expect your highs to be in the upper 80s and your lows in the upper 50s on some days. As an average for this week, your lows will even be in the 50s. So it's definitely a cool down from those hot Midwestern days. And your humidity is at 65% with winds moderate at times at 11 to 13 miles per hour. Finally, the Gulf, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, small 10% chance of rain this week for you guys. Otherwise, absolutely beautiful skies under partly cloudy skies, making way for partly sunny skies for the week. Your highs average in the upper 80s, near 90s for the Gulf. Your lows average in the 60s. Great weather. Humidity for you guys is at 64%, so you're not actually doing as bad as the south, places like Fayetteville, Charleston, and Columbia as far as the humidity. And in the Gulf, you can expect your winds to be moderate at times at 10 miles per hour. And if you're still fishing in the Gulf, cast your line around midday throughout the week for your coastal fishing forecast. Good luck on a great catch. For great home and garden ideas, visit Lowe's.com for more details. Find great plant ideas and garden options at a great price, again, by visiting Lowe's.com. Thank you for choosing your 5-day weather report, brought to you by the head doctor via weather.com. right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed your 5-day weather report. And again, finally, you're in to see your head doctor. Some are more excited, probably, than others. So, welcome to the man session. Welcome again to the doctor's office. 18 plus listener discretion is advised. I know you're ready to come in and see your head doctor. You must be 18 years of age or older. Listener discretion again is advised, as always, as your head doctor. I try to bring the fellas fun and interesting facts that are centered around their most important issues. So tonight, I want to put your love muscle into a little friendly competition, finding out which is better, the circumcised or uncircumcised male. I will go into detail about the facts, and then we'll be able to decide where your dick stands among others without you glimpsing over into the other urinal, right? Just kidding, boys. But now the facts. Who stands at a better position, the circumcised or uncircumcised male? And from this standpoint, you're going to get your head doctor's opinion, which, of course, you know I can value all aspects of the male genitalia. So it would be so hard for me to pick one. It would be so very hard. I found great and interesting points about both of them. But let's see what the experts have to say. Even though I'm an expert, I'm just not a licensed expert, right? So, circumcised versus uncircumcised, pros and cons to consider. Is there really a difference? I mean, the main difference between a circumcised and uncircumcised penis is the presence of simply the foreskin around the head of the penis. Although it really comes down to personal preference, the preference or lack thereof of foreskin does have some effect on your hygiene and overall health. But you have to consider the facts. It's a personal preference, so let's get right down to it. But first, before I give you the expert opinion from online, let me pull some facts out about the cock that I have been thinking about and that I wanted to discuss before we even get to the facts, to see if what your head doctor is saying is identified with what the experts are saying. So, for an uncircumcised male, because I feel like automatically you feel like I'm an underdog here. I'm an underdog here against a circumcised penis. And that is not necessarily true, because according to the beginning of what the expert said, it's a preference thereof or of skin or no skin. And I wanted to just let you guys know that the presence of the skin can be fun. It gives you a little more hands-on activity with the penis, because you get to play and manipulate with the skin back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it does give you a little play tool. But of course, you would have to know how to manipulate the foreskin. I wouldn't just recommend having every chick just pulling back and forth on your foreskin. With the right mate, like I said, that can definitely be a essential tool. Give you a little bit of extra fun with the penis, sort of like peekaboo, just being able to pull the skin back and voila, you know. So plus you have room to grow, like removing the skin. It could be done at any age. Believe it or not, you can get circumcised at any age. And when you remove the skin from the penis, you will gain at least 2 more inches. I know this for a fact. Removing the skin of your penis does help you gain inches. Actually, that skin is holding back some of the inches of your penis. So when you remove that skin permanently, you will begin to notice some significant growth of at least 2 to 3 inches. So not only is it an essential play tool, if you find the right mate who knows how to manipulate that foreskin, it could be fun. You have something extra that a circumcised penis doesn't have. You could play peekaboo. And look, there goes the head. Or you also have the option of room to grow. So that is not your actual penis size with foreskin, because once the foreskin is removed, there's actually 2 to 3 inches under there, boys. So get out and get yourself circumcised. But, however, a circumcised penis is just as fun. You're equipped with a little play tool. So, according to the experts, and you can go to healthline.com to hear more of what they have to say about the uncircumcised versus the circumcised penis. Number one, does it affect size? Uncircumcised, an uncut penis. A foreskin can make your penis look slightly bulkier when it's flaccid. So that's another plus when you're on soft. My favorite, on soft and watching it grow. When it's on soft, you appear to be more bulkier. And during an erection, the foreskin retracts and almost disappears. So it won't affect how big your penis appears when it's erect. However, when you're circumcised cut, your penis size is based mainly on your genes. These determine the nomotypes, the physical expression of your penis. Penis size is also based on blood flow to the penile tissue. So removing a layer of skin tissue, the foreskin doesn't have an impact on your penis or how big that your penis appears to be when it's erect. And in fact, according to healthline.com, it may appear to be less bulkier when it's on flaccid. So the skin is actually giving the uncircumcised male more bulky or appearance when it's on the soft. And does it affect the overall look of your penis when it's uncut? An uncut penis, the foreskin drapes over the head of the penis like a hood when you're not erect. The penis head largely in itself isn't visible, but when you're erect, the foreskin retracts, it exposes the head, and the foreskin usually looks bunched up. But when you're cut, when you're circumcised, in a cut penis, the foreskin is absent. This leaves the glands out in the open at all times, whether you're erect or not, and you may notice a slight difference in the skin texture where the foreskin was removed. The skin closer to your body may feel thick, and the skin closer to the glands may be thinner and, of course, more sensitive. So, number 3, according to healthline.com, does it affect your approach to hygiene? Well, an uncut penis requires a little more extra attention, as we've discussed on the show before. If you don't regularly clean under that foreskin, bacteria, dead cells, and oil can cause smegma to build up. Smegma can make your penis smell and lead to glands and foreskin inflammation. This can make pulling back your foreskin difficult or nearly impossible. And if this happens, it's known as phimosis, and it can both require medical attention and treatment. So please note, these instructions are for adult males. So definitely being uncircumcised can affect your hygiene if you're not cleaning under that skin, boys. But be careful. You can't just put any and everything under the foreskin. You have to slightly retract that foreskin and clean the head of that cock. It's very important, especially in the summer, especially if you wear tight pants. I definitely don't want to see you with phimosis. Then you'll really be crying to your head doctor. So remember, when you're in the shower, always pull that foreskin back. And I know some of you guys are filthy nasty. You probably feel like there's hoes out here that can suck it clean. And it's probably women that have. You have all that phimosis under your foreskin, pull it back, and she's sucking just all of that dirt and grime off of it. I bet. As far as a cut penis, believe it or not, does not require as much hygiene. You just make sure that you wash it regularly when you bathe, And your penile skin may be more likely to get dry or chafed or irritated without the foreskin. So even though it doesn't require as much hygiene, your penis head is more subject to being chafed, getting dry, and irritated. You can help prevent this though by wearing loose fitting underwear and avoiding tight pants. Now, finally, according to health, well, they have one more. Number 4, does it affect your sexual sensitivity? Well, let's get right into it. An uncut penis. A 2016 study found that for uncut penises, that's for uncircumcised males, the foreskin was a part of the penis's most sensitive stimulation to the touch. However, the study also clarified that this doesn't mean that your experience of pleasure during sex is any different from you being cut. So, as far as you being cut, a 2011 study claims that men with cut penises still reported more orgasm difficulties, but a 2012 response to the study calls this claim into question. The authors pointed out that the 2011 study on cut penises showed that there was no direct link between circumcision and sexual satisfaction, and they also highlighted that several factors could have been misconstrued to reach the study's results. So, does it affect your lubrication? Uncut. The foreskin provides natural lubrication to the penis, believe it or not. So, when you have a foreskin, you have the luxury of all natural lubrication. However, there's no exclusive evidence that being cut will require extra lubrication for the same amount of sexual satisfaction for those that are uncut. Being cut, being circumcised, it may mean that you occasionally need more extra lubricant when lubrication is necessary, such as during anal sex. Your head doctor does not recommend anal sex. I hate to say it, I know it's a lot of boys saying boo, 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 but your head doctor never recommends anal sex. That's what the vagina is for. And you have the pleasure of oral sex. Damn it, you don't have enough hoes, boys, that you have to turn to that. So I don't recommend anal sex, but do what you must, when you must, and how you will. It's your penis. Well, it's our penis, but do what you must. No evidence suggests that there's any differences in penis health or sexual satisfaction with or without the foreskin. So, does it affect production or overall fertility? When you're uncut and you have your skin, it doesn't have any direct effect on your fertility. Sperm production, of course, is based on your testicles and not your penis. So your diet, your lifestyle, your health pretty much largely impact your fertility and not the skin. And when you're cut, being cut eliminates almost any risk of stenosis. So basically they're saying when you're cut, it eliminates any and all chances of you getting that nut butter on it. It eliminates, so it's virtually impossible, damn near, for you to get phimosis with a cut penis. And this can both cause inflammation and infections. However, there's no evidence that being circumcised affects your fertility. And finally, the big question, does it affect your risk of infection? Diseases, boys. Being uncut is ample evidence that shows being uncut increases your risk of developing a urinary tract infection, mostly in the first year of your life, though. Buildup can also increase infections. We talked about that, the phimosis. So practice good hygiene again to help prevent those infections. And men that are cut may have a reduced risk of contacting some sexually transmitted infections, like genital herpes. But I wouldn't suggest, oh, I'm circumcised, I'm finna get into something, any and everything. No. But according to Healthline.com, and you could check it out yourself again at Healthline.com, circumcised and uncircumcised penises. What's the difference? They say that you have a lower chance of contracting sexually transmitted diseases like genital herpes when you're circumcised. And there's also a 50 to 60% less likely chance to contact HIV from female partners when you're circumcised. I didn't say that. So I think you could catch it, fellas. I mean, you go ahead and believe what the internet is telling you if you want to. And you like, I've been circumcised, I'm gonna bang everything. It's healthline.com said it's a 50 to 60% chance that I can't catch genital herpes or HIV because I've been cut. Boy, you better stop. Condom, 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 and stay away from them booty holes, boys. Stay away. Recommendation of your head doctor. So, again, you're taking your chances. If it was up to me, I can't choose between circumcised and uncircumcised. I value them both. Like, I value them so much. I got appreciation for both of them. So I couldn't put one above the other, just to say take care of your foreskin. And you circumcised males that visit healthline.com, uncircumcised and circumcised penises, don't believe the hype when they say a 50 to 60% chance of you least likely contracting HIV from your female partner when you've been circumcised. I wouldn't go with that. So your head doctor is saying no, stay away from them booty holes, and you can catch herpes whether you've been circumcised or not. Don't you believe everything you read? So that's been your man session here with your head doctor. I had so much fun talking about the penis tonight. As always, it's very uplifting. I hate to end it, but that's it for tonight. Circumcised versus uncircumcised. So we're going to get you into your A-list artists in just a moment, just after your announcements. All right, this one dude from Atlanta wanted me to shout him out. So shout out to Beat Down in Atlanta. He wanted me to shout him out. He wanted to hear the head doctor say his name, Beat Down. So shouts out to Beat Down somewhere in Atlanta. He ain't beating me down, but he's beating somebody down. Shouts out to Beat Down in Atlanta. And my next announcement is my mixtape has dropped. Think about where we were last Friday, you guys, and I was so undecisive. I was feeling down. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I could pull it off. I had a lot going on. I just had a lot going on with them trying to evict me, with the hospital thing, you know, being in the hospital with everything going on. I wasn't sure if I could pull it off. But the one thing that I learned is I met my deadline. I didn't let my few fans down. You can go catch it on YouTube right now. U-Turn Headed South by the Head Doctor. Go like, subscribe, and comment at Real Head Doctor on YouTube. So again, like, subscribe, and comment to my mixtape at Real Head Doctor on YouTube. It's dropped. I met my deadline. I'm so excited that I didn't give up, you guys. So now let's jump right into the A-list verses. We're nearly coming to the end of the show. And I want to argue, but not really. Not really. Not really. I'm not an argumentative type person. But for the sake of argument, I want to know, A-list artists tonight, it's always been an argument, who's better, Tupac or Biggie? So tonight, we're going to see who does it better. R.I.P. to both of them. Tonight's A-list artist, first up, Tupac. Then we got something from Biggie here on the show tonight. We gonna see who did it best. I can't choose between the two, but we're gonna play them, put the poll out there, see what's up. R.I.P. to Tupac and Biggie. First up, Pac in the show, Ambitions of a Rider. R.I.P.
So many battlefield scars, like driven in plus cars. Like it's a rap star, it's nothing without car. It's born rough and rugged. I dress in the mad public, my attitude is rugged. Motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. My place ain't composed at ease, I'm not too complicated. Only way you make it is beat. And my ambitions as a rider, the doctor I stop and hold, go up beside. Then I put some game in the end, go to the telly, ho. You put much money in the field, cause bitch I'm very broke. I'm smoking bomb ass weed, feeling crucial. From player to player, they can't stop it, feeling future. From hustling to prayer, to begging motherfuckers to pay. I got no time for these bitches, cause we so dropping players. Some more meal, ticket missing, more than me. So much in competition, got me pissed on that bullshit they stress me. I'm a wild dog, clown hoes like it's mandatory. No plus no worry, my nigga, bitch got the damn story. Now it's all in the zone because I said so. Can't trust the bitch in the business, so I got my damn bro. Now it's money, hungry bitches getting suspicious. Started plotting and planning on schemes to come and trick us. But thug niggas be on point and gang tight. Recycling bulldogs, rest at the same night. Got popped and handling my fucking scene. These niggas is jealous, deep in their heart, they wanna be me. And now you got me right beside you. Hoping you listen, I kept banging and distance in my ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. It was my only wish to rise. A bunch of jealous coward motherfuckers I despise. What's up, I was the first off the fly. You need a nine. I'm ready to die right here tonight. Motherfuck they like. That's what they screaming as they drill me. Burn off the kill. So open fire so you kill me. Witness my seal. Written there adversaries, envious and after me. I'd rather die before they get to me. Watch me bleed. Mama come rescue me. I'm suicide. Thinking thoughts. I'm in it. Every bullet's blind when I'm short. Up through the jail time. Better days sacrifice. Don't get a chance to do me like you did my nigga die. You love it for life. And if you right, the nigga die for it. And the motherfuckers try. At least you try for it. When it's time to die, be a man and pick the ready lead. Fuck peace and the police. My ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. My murderous lyrics, he put my spirit to the thugs. Won't stay off the block, you baby got this. I know they coming for me. I've been hesitant to be a king. Been away for years, never got my ass accepted. Been reduced to tears, watching my messages with the speed. Show us a bitch and bleed. Niggas are feeling fine. My mama's is what they see. Blast me, what they think I'm face. Didn't to mix my pops, and now I'm back to be a motherfucking minute. They got me, body rock, set me up. Have bitch ass niggas on my team, so indeed they wet me up. But I'm back, reincarnated. Incarcerated at the time I caught the break away to God made. Listen with lyrics is legendary. Musical mercenary for money. I had these motherfuckers rapping. I can see much man in jail. Niggas telling me to kill it. Knowing when I get out, they gon' feel it. Waiting for realest. I'll be riding when I put the shit inside. The ride for more than people when they find it. What's the mind? My history is what I'm thinking. The vision of the niggas to play. And all the counts that was there with. Now some nigga right beside it. Hoping you listen and catch you paying attention to my ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. Got the boys I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider.
All right, to Pop, a legend, a king. We fucking with you, Pop. Next up, Biggie Smalls, who did it best, Tupac or Biggie? I can't decide. R.I.P. to them both. The Notorious B.I.G.
First things first, I pop, freak all the honey, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like fermentation, cars I turn like doorknobs. Heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I say Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam not even Mitsubishi. Girls creepy when they see me. Navajos creep me and they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coffin. Stop it. If you think they're gonna make a profit, don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friend Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya. Versace shade watching ya. Once the red, I'm in game again. First I talk about how I dress this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexus, this the sex, just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper, help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you won't relate and sing the break. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. Sick of that song on how it's so long. 40 worked his until I handle my biz. There I is, major pain like David Wayne. Slow down dirty even like his brother King Steven. Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. Act tough that deep. Bringing down with back from Chanel, baby baby trading in your Hyundai XL. Fully equipped, CD changer with the cell. Me at 12. Where you at? Ripping jaw playing car notes. While I'm swimming in your women like the breaststroke. Right stroke, left stroke, what's the best stroke? Death stroke, tongue all down the throat. Nothing left to do but send a home to you. I'm through. Can you sing a song for me, home? I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. So what's it gonna be? Him or me? We can cruise the world with pearls, gator boots for girls. The envy of all women, crushed linen, Cartier wristwear with diamonds in it. The finest women I love with the passion. Your man's a wimp, I get that ass a good thrashing. High fashion, flying in the all states. Sexing me while your man. Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, a flight lands at 9. My game just for mine. Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm the player president. I got that good little girl, you didn't know. I got that good little girl, you didn't know.
Mubs got beats.
All right, you made it to the end of the show, you guys. Thank you for choosing the doctor's office with your broadcast host, the head doctor. Great A-list artists tonight. Go and take the poll on Twitter and follow those indie artists on Twitter. If you can't catch their social media handles, you can go follow me on Twitter at head_doctor_ to find out more about those indie artists And of course, the man session gave you guys a little friendly competition tonight. Now you have a better idea of where you stand and can feel good about your manhood. So go follow me on Twitter at head_doctor_. Again, go follow your head doctor ASAP on Twitter at head_doctor_ or call me on the request line at 641-715-3900 extension 58448. Plus Father's Day, my favorite time of the year where the fellas get out. We get to see what you getting into, right? Father's Day around the corner and the first day of summer coming up. So June is always a beautiful month. Longer days ahead. So again, I'm glad you guys joined me for another exciting episode of the Doctor's Office, episode 113, with your broadcast host, the Head Doctor. Love airing live to you guys each week. Exciting time as always when we get together at the Doctor's Office. You've been listening to your Doctor's Office, brought to you by Spreaker.com. You're invited to join me again next time. Same broadcast channel. Airing each week on Fridays. I'm your broadcast host for the Doctor's Office, episode 113. Thank you guys for tuning in. Join me again next time. I'm your broadcast host for the Doctor's Office, your head doctor. Love you guys. Good night.